Hello, everybody. I am Angry Bird. We're continuing coverage of the 3v3 official Steel Division Championship, and today's match we have the third place match, the bronze match, the match for third place in the championship. So hopefully you're going to enjoy this one. It's a best of one, so everything hangs on this match. Let's get straight to the action. This is the bronze match, the third place final. We have Team Nabat, who is on the right hand side in red. That consists of Morozic, Nailbash and Vartanen. We saw them yesterday. They're playing the Allies, playing the 3rd US Armoured, 26th Guard Strelkovi and 84th Guard Strelkovi. And then on the left hand side in blue we have the Bagel Pioneers. They consist of Nilla, the Graham Slam and Nicholas Frick. They are playing the 14th Infantry, the 5th Panzer and Kuruk 559. So it looks like a lot of concentration of troops in the centre for the Bagel Pioneers, and actually a repeat of the previous attack yesterday from Team Nabat in the northern side, trying to take this northern town. But it looks like a lot more reinforcements have come in from the Bagel Pioneers initially. A lot of infantry coming in. We have an IS-2 Komroti and a Sherman, I think, behind there as well. We've got SBW ADGZs in there as well as a T-34. I think the big one will be the IS-2. How are they going to deal with that? A lot of infantry now coming in, as well as an M8, although I think some of those have gone down. Armoured rifles as well. We got a lot of pings in the south, but we're going to continue to bring you this northern engagement. Infantry's going down now, a lot of unloading. Guardia along with the Komroti as well up against Schumer, and the Guardia will win out in these numbers, although they need to get into cover. Flabbenworth there as well will initially put some hurt down onto those Guardia, but they will win out unless more comes in. Gunjam on the M8, that's a big hit from the SPW ADGZ. That does relieve a lot of pressure, but we've got T-34Es and M4A1 and an IS-2 Komroti all coming up behind. Artillery perfectly placed from Nicholas Frick and the Ellie FH-18M, 105mm raining down on top of these Guardia, and a lot of the infantry's gone down now. The remaining ones are falling back. This attack seems to have been stunted. The T-34Es are coming in late. They're going to face off against the Panzer IIc, and they should win out in that engagement. Yeah, down goes the Panzer IIc. But there is a T-34-42 there as well. The big tank in the back is the IS-2. Are they going to be able to recover from this initial loss of forces? And a lot of Panzer II Luxors coming in from Nilla to try and recover against those infantry. But I think Team Bagel Pioneers, they have held up this initial force from Team Nabat, and they're now going to deal with the straggling tanks, really. The infantry isn't the threat right now. It's the T-34s and the IS-2, and there isn't really too much here that can do the job. There's some PaK 36, 37s from Nicholas Frick. He needs to get them into the action. I would guess he's going to put them on the edge of this forest. In fact, now they are starting to move, and they are going to need those PaK guns to take on the rest of those tanks. Let's have a look down into the southern side. It looks like the other point of attack from Team Nabat, Nailbash on the southern approach, but the Bagel Pioneers, the 1814 up. We've got an IL-237 going in for the Panther G run, does not get the kill, and may make it out. The AA doesn't look too strong at the moment. The ME410 is going to get engaged by the two Yak 9s, or the Yak 9 and the Yak 1B coming in. Yeah, he's going to have to leave, so that IL-237 may well get another chance at that. Nilla's actually got a Tiger very far back, not really doing anything at this point in time. Need to get that Tiger into action. But the southern side, while Bagel Pioneers at the moment, they have the 18. Oh, looks like the IL-2 is coming in for a second run on this southern Tiger. Will it get the kill? Shooter knockout, engine damage, driver knockout, but no kill. That's 2 runs and no kill. It looks like one of the one of the Yak fighters, the Yak 9B, did go down from a flakvling, but that flakvling is so far out of position now, it would almost be worthwhile bringing in a support truck to pick that flakvling up and get it somewhere near the front lines. Let's just look back over to the northern area. The reinforcing infantry has come in from Vartinen. The IS-2 is still there, and although I think one or two of the T-34s have gone down, there is still a T-34 there, and the T-34-42 has been crew killed. A lot more Pak 36-37s coming in. These do have the heat shells, so they can actually take out the IS-2 Komroti, but they have to be microed on separately, and at the moment it looks like that's what Nicholas Frick has been attempting to do, use those heat shells, and they have the 800 meter range, so perfect engagement distance, and I'm surprised he's not moving this further up to try and get a shot off against that IS-2 with those heat shells. That would be certainly an upset. A hell of a lot more infantry coming in from Vartinen. It looks like they are retargeting this northern approach. They're 17-15 down, and they need to make a breakthrough. It looks like this northern approach is where they're trying to aim to do that. Flammenwerfer's currently sat around not doing too much. A lot of artillery trading blows. It looks like some counter battery coming in from Team Nabat. The IS-2 is now into play, and one of the Pak guns has gone down, the other one as well, but there are two more on the way. They definitely need to get rid of this IS-2 on the northern side. The Pak guns can certainly clear up the remaining T-34 and M4A1. It's that big IS-2 that's the difficulty, but look how close he's getting to this forest. Panzerschrecks as well would be fantastic right now coming into that position, but the Pak 36-37, I feel like this is going to get a fantastic chance as soon as it makes its way to the edge of the forest. Get those heat shells. In fact, there we go. Nicholas Frick has turned off the AP, so he's going to be relying on the heat shells. He is targeting that IS-2. It's just a matter of time before it makes its way to the edge of the forest and gets a shot off, and hopefully will get the kill against the IS-2. A lot of reserves of infantry not really doing too much. I don't want to move away from that IS-2 at the moment. In fact, here comes the shot. All tracks broken. And there's the kill. Beautiful play. Absolutely fantastic micro. And the second Pak 36-37 gets the kill on the M4 as well. Fantastic. Fantastic play. Getting rid of that IS-2. That was the beast that they needed to deal with, and they've successfully done so. The troops are covering off the remaining flags, so all of this equipment so far, they have not gained any flags, although we are back to a 16-16 now. It looks like the center approach from Nilla with all of these ersatz trooping has kind of been shut off from capturing two further flags. And down in the southern area, yeah, this flag here has gone down to Team Nabat so far, but there are only mostly infantry in this area. There's a T-34, looks like a jumbo, and an ISU 152, so tanks a little bit further north and in the central area, but there are you know, a number of Tigers and a Panther that still remains in play, as well as a Pak 40 coming in that can definitely do well. And crew kill down onto the IS-152. That's exactly not what Nailbash will have wanted. I think that probably came in from the Tiger there. Now targeting onto the M42 gun, and the Jumbo and the M4A1 are going to be in desperate trouble. Back over to the northern side, the infantry is proceeding through on foot. We've got an M4A176 charging through the town, and nothing is standing in its path right now. It looks like the Pak guns, one of them down to 2 men. Is this M4A176 here? Yeah, I was about to say we do need some armoured vehicles, some tanks coming into this northern area. And the SPWs are coming in, but will they be able to take out the M4A176? I'm not quite sure at this moment. Look at this opportunity for artillery or a bomber to come in, and it looks like the artillery has been raining down, but the flag has now been captured by Team Nabat. Bagel Pioneers definitely need to hold on to this northern side. I think they've got the opportunity. In comes a lot of Panzerschrecks and Grenadier DPs from Nilla. They have the opportunity to hold on. They just need to... They need to use this reinforcing infantry very carefully. They don't want to lose it in their in the vehicles. They definitely have to get it into play because the infantry is now making its way into the forest. You definitely don't want infantry in the back lines of this forest. In comes the Panzerschreck. The M4A176 has backed off, but the Panzerschreck's still going to be a threat. And does get taken down. They are very weak in Steel Division 2. The second Panzerschreck trying to come around, flank around the southern area and get into a better position than the first. The infantry has all come in now. They have recaptured the flag. It's back to a 17-15 to Team Bagel Pioneers. Let's just look back down the map. It looks like the center area is still well and truly under their control. The ISU did go down. The Jumbo does still remain, but the Tigers, it looks like the Panther's gone down as well. Just here, yeah, the Panther G did go down. Probably to, I'm not sure, probably an air attack came in there to take down that Panther. It looks like the Graham Slam is bringing down a Panzer IV-H into the sun side, and that'll be nice. Does have the M42 to worry about, but he will be able to take shots. A lot of the infantry advancing over the open ground, and I think Bagel Pioneers are right to continue to prioritise the northern side. Definitely there's a lot of points placed into this northern side from Team Nabat. And wow, look at this Gvardia well behind enemy lines here. How that's got around the Sepherungs, who knows? In comes more artillery. I think that's from Nicholas Frick. And 4 or 5 T-34s coming in now. No more IS-2s into that position. The first one was enough. And will they be able to get rid of those T-34s? I'd like to see Nicholas Frick move the PaK-36 down and get some side shots onto the T-34s there. They definitely need some more anti-tank equipment in this northern area, but they are definitely holding off the push so far. Chernopidzanik is allocated to bring in more reinforcing infantry. Bagel Pioneers at the moment in the center. Looks like there's some Panzerschreck shots coming in. Shoot to kill on the T-34E. One of them goes down. Will the second one get its second shot off? Surely it will. Does get the kill. Nice play there with that Panzerschreck from Nilla. And the center ground is well and truly held into Bagel Pioneers' favor. Looks like a nice kill there from the B2U2 onto the OB-25 that was in that position. The IS-1 Komroti is coming into the centre ground. A lot of Chernopidzanikis from Vartanin coming in, trying to overwhelm the positions from Team Bagel Pioneer. They have managed to clear up this centre ground, and they have recovered the flag. The Jumbo is still in place, but it's running out of AP shells, and it's going to struggle to penetrate the Tigers. It really is going to struggle to penetrate those Tigers. Looks like the Graham Slam is just holding on to this flag as well. Looks the BTU2 coming in, strafing Chernopidzanikis, and while that B2U2 is around, they're going to be able to do those strafing runs. Nailbash bringing in the ZSU M15s to try and cover off. Mute Games, your money is on Bagel Pioneers. It certainly looks like they're in the hot seat at the moment. Certainly have the advantage. 17-15 at the moment. Will win the game in 24 minutes time. So definitely at the moment they are in the lead. Armoured rifles do just unload in time, although the Ersatz, well, they do have the grenades to take out the open top vehicles, so could well have defeated those armoured rifles, but they do just unload in time. A lot more infantry coming in from Nailbash now, and this central town is still under pressure. Nilla cannot take his focus off. He has been re-supporting this northern area. He's been doing a fantastic job. All three players, I think, have been re-supporting this northern area, but they can't forget that centre town because there's a lot of points invested. There's a lot of flags and opportunities for them to make up. Look at the number of Chernopidzanikis coming into this northern position. We have got an off map. I was struggling to find it. Here it is, 105mm off map, so it's not too devastating of damage. The IG-290s are in from Nilla, but they need to take out these T-34Es, and they really are struggling to handle the tanks. This PaK-36 finally is moving to the edge of the forest, and this can definitely do the job. I'd like to see the heat shells being used again, because they are all within 800 meters. The T-34E from Virtanen is moving away. We've got another pack. In fact, we've got 2 more Pack 36s in now. I didn't see those, but yeah, down goes one of the T-34Es. The other one falling back, loaned and wounded. And Nicholas Frick has been doing an absolute fantastic job with these Pack 36, 37 mils. Real beautiful job. Down comes the off map. Does put a lot of suppression down onto the infantry there, but won't deal a huge amount of damage. Cherno Pidzanikis coming in, facing off against Sakirungs. And look at the numbers of infantry units coming in there. We've actually got a combat from Vartanen very far forward as well. This is a key engagement on this northern side. Artillery trading blows throughout. Wow, fantastic action so far. And look at this snipery just in the back, taking shots at the, I think it was the Pack 36 there. Yeah, oh no, the Sakirungs just further. And with those snipers there, they can actually do a lot of damage if they're not focused down. The number of Cherno Pidzanikis here means that those snipers won't get focused down, and they can really do a lot of damage. Oh, looks like the mortars coming down onto this position from Team Nabat. The M4A375 and T-34E are moving forwards. There was a Panzerschreck down here. That's been taken out. And again, the armour, really a big threat on this northern side. I feel like the infantry, Team Bagel Pioneers, they have a lot to deal with the infantry. More Pack 36, 37s coming up. Nicholas Frick has got to be thanking, just praising the amount of cards that he put in with those Pack 36, 37 mils. He has needed every single one of them, although unloading very far back. Don't know whether that got caught by one of the off-map blasts. Looks like a lot of the infantry has gone down from this northern forest. Cherno Pidzanikis are moving across on foot and supported by the M4A176. Definitely these IG-290s must have been doing a fantastic job back here, just constantly raining down fire onto those positions. They are finally being targeted by the M4A176, and the infantry is finally making its way into that northern forest, but neither of the flags have been captured. Still not been captured. This one is right on the edge here, but Team Bagel Pioneers are just holding on right now. 16 minutes into the game. Who's going to win this one out? It's too close to call right now. Let's just move away from the northern position. In the center ground, it looks like Nailbash has been able to push back in, especially given that Nil has been focusing elsewhere. The Stoss Troop Pioneer SVTs, they are fantastic infantry units though. Lander Schutzen coming in from Nicholas Frick, trying to clear up the center ground, and the 2 IG-18s, devastating damage coming down onto these Guardia DP and the Shrafniki there in the center ground. Oh, it looks like a lot of Cherno Pidzanikis invested into this more southern city flag, and there's only the Beglite Grenadiers that stand in their way. They are going to go down, especially if the supporting armored vehicles were used in tandem with this attack. But definitely there's an opportunity for a lot of flags to be gained. Wow, 2 flags to be gained from Team Nabat. And the Graham Slam desperately trying to help out with the ME410B2 U2. The Black Grenadiers do get pinned down. Those Cherno Pidzanikis, they just have to move forwards and pick up the surrender. But at the moment, they're on that attack move, giving the Beglite Grenadiers the opportunity to just soak up more damage. The Stoss Troop do move forwards, but there's just so much damage coming down onto them. This position is faltering. In comes a Bayo Schwim 210. Nilla places the off-map down. Will it do the job? He needs more infantry coming in here. In comes a load of Beglite Grenadiers trying to save the day, along with the Pioneers a bit further south. Fighter coming in the ME410A1 to try and hold off the IL-237. It did so, did not able to get through to the Panther G and the Alpha Panther D. And down goes the IL-237. The off-map is placed pretty well. Will it come down in time? one Cherno Pizzaniki down. The PTRS finally lost. The flag picked up. Will the off-map do enough damage? Those infantry units, I think, are just moving away. Oof, they do get pinned down. So they will now stay in that off-map blast. And hopefully that would be enough for Beagle Pioneers to get more infantry reserves in. These Black Grenadiers are going to be able to do a fantastic job holding off further attacks. They're now 17-15 down. But in the long game, the Beagle Pioneers definitely have the income advantage. 2 balanced decks and a Juggernaut deck against 2 Vanguard decks and a Maverick deck, so the income advantage is definitely going to go down to the Beagle Pioneers. 30 seconds times we're going to be into C phase, and they are going to have what, 60 plus 140, so they're going to have 200 points of income difference every single minute. All is quiet on the southern front. Looks like an M4A176 command is trying to push forwards, but there's a number of Tigers here. They aren't going to win that one out. Definitely the centre and northern areas where Team Nabat need to continue their assaults. And definitely this northern side looks very open now. Look at the off maps coming in from Vartanen and Morozic. So off-map placed down by Vartanen. 16 seconds till that comes in. KV-8S's pushing through on the front. We've got a Pack 40 back here that's engaging, that should start now engaging those KV-8S's. And definitely we'll be able to clear up a number of them. We do have an IS-2 1943 in there. And we've got a lot of... we've got Cherno Pizzanikis making their way through the back line. But I think the Beagle Pioneers can definitely handle it. It's just about retaking, pushing back into this position. I think Team Nabat, they need to just hold on to the town now. I don't think they're going to be able to capture this very northern forested area, but saying that, an off-map comes down right into a perfect position. May well help them out, and a lot more reserves coming in from Vartanen. Guardia DPs just trying to push in that position. Oof, off-map taken down there. I'm not sure whether they'd used all their strikes. And it was probably Nailbash's 122mm off-map of his own that took that out. Down comes another one. These Black Grenadiers are going to be in trouble. So another off-map. But will Team Nabat be able to push forwards? There is an M4A3E2 Jumbo in here, and that's going to be mighty difficult for the Beagle Pioneers to get rid of that Jumbo. I'd like to see... any kind of anti-tank coming in, but Sekirungs, I don't think they do have the anti-tank rifles, but it's not going to be that Jumbo is just so thickly armored. Even on the side armor is 90mm thick, so shouldn't be able to really penetrate. Might be able to pepper some criticals onto that Jumbo and hopefully somehow get lucky, but that Jumbo is definitely a big threat in the center town. In the southern side, still very quiet. The M4A176 did go down. Beagle Pioneers are okay with the 2 flags that they've got right now. They're just trying to resist the northern position. 18-14 up for Team Nabat. 28 minutes left to win this game. But like I said earlier, the income from this stage onwards is definitely in Beagle Pioneers' favour. At 200 points a minute extra they get from this point onwards. But that Maverick income will have been... what's able, will have helped Vartanen in this push. And look at the amount of troops on this northern side now. This is serious now, this northern position. They have lost the northern flag. There's another one under serious threat, especially once this off-map does come down. And this is the area I think Beagle Pioneers really have to worry about, because there is just so much here right now. They won't necessarily know how much is here, but this is definitely a major breakthrough for Team Nabat, and if they can continue this, they may well be able to push further south, and there's not much that's going to stand in their way. Team Beagle Pioneers are definitely going to have to hold up this attack. Nicholas Frick has the SS Shupos to certainly bring the numbers in, but actually in this northern side initially, Morozic and Vartanen were using a lot of Cherno Pizzanikis. We still see one more coming in, but Now we have a lot more Guardias in here, and Guardias are going to be able to get rid of the SS Shupos much more easily than those Cherno Pidzanikis would have been able to. Tiger is firing across. I don't know whether the IS-2 did go down that was in here. I don't see it anymore, so I assume that IS-2 went down. But there are still a number of KV-8Ss around, especially with those flamethrowers. The heavy flamethrower is definitely going to be able to do a lot of damage up close, especially against the Landerschutzen and the SS Schupo. I'd like to see the KV-8Ss come into this forest, although I don't necessarily think they'll... Oof, down goes one of the artillery pieces. Big blow there for Nicholas Frick. And I think his SS Schupo were unloading a little bit too far back there. I mean, I'd like to be bringing these right up to the edge of this forest and unloading there and at least getting them into the fight much quicker. But this northern side is definitely looking bleak for Beagle Pioneers. They're 19-13 down, 25 minutes left on the clock, and they definitely can't afford to lose another flag at this point. Otherwise, I believe the timer will be halved. It may well be happening right now. As we speak, it looks like Team Nabat are trying to push across the bridge. A lot of the infantry is cut off from Beagle Pioneers. They're going to have to bring it down through the southern route to maintain this city. But just so much armour in here, and they don't really have the anti-tank capability right now. We haven't seen any major airstrikes coming in from Team Beagle Pioneers to try and get rid of the armour on the side of Team Nabat. M4A1 tackling with a Tiger E. The Tiger E should easily win this one out. And in comes an IL-237 though. Will it get there in time? No. The M4 does go down, but the Tiger E is still going to be in trouble. Bounce. Transmission damaged, but does stay alive. The flak grilling may well pick up the kill there on that IL-237. More troops being rushed in. This bridge is really under threat right now. Looks like it may well change hands. The armoured rifles pushing over. But the Sukiran should win that one out, but they are pushing onto this flag. The Stug moving up as well. May be able to start pushing into some of this reserves. Will this flag go down? Will it go down? It is so close, and I think the time is going to get halved. There it goes, and yes, the timer is halved. 12 minutes left on the clock, although taken back immediately again when the Stug moved forwards. So they're teetering close to a 12-minute tick left for Team Nabat to win this one. Beagle Pioneers need to push back into another flag at some point. They have to find another flag because they need to give themselves that breathing room. And actually, I think well, they are making an attempt in this southern side now, actually. Nilla has pushed all the way up. There's just one M4A176 that stands in his way. He's got no anti-tank capability on his infantry. There are Tiger E's pushing up now with a Panzer IV-H and a Panther G Führer, and this could definitely relieve a lot of pressure. 18-14 now, another... Oh, there is another flag here at the opportunity, and definitely the southern area is where Team Beagle Pioneer is going to get into this, back into this match. A lot of infantry reserves being rushed in from Vartanen, but there's no armor down here, so these Tigers and Panthers are going to have a fantastic... Oh, crew killed from the Su-85 in the side shot, and a beautiful shot there from that Su-85 in a fantastic place. But isn't able to follow up on that crew kill so far. Will Nilla notice and find a way to take out that Su-85? I'd like to hope that he will keep that Tiger E alive. In comes the infantry. Will it all die? Oh, Grenadier DPs do unload. Surely we'll get a Panzerfaust shot off against the M4A176. They do take it out, and that definitely is going to help out. Look at the reinforcements being brought in by Nilla, and this infantry is not going to be enough now that M4A176 has gone down. They have picked up the second flag in the light forest. The Tiger E is moving through completely unopposed, and there's definitely not enough down in this southern side for Team Nabat. Oh, look at this capture of a GMC supply truck by Nilla. He's bringing it back. He's trying to fix the Tiger. Oh, down it goes. That would have been genius. That would have been absolutely genius. But unfortunately, the Tiger E did go down to the Su-85 just at the wrong time. And the Panther G and the Tiger E do now clear up that Su-85. Oh, that would have been an absolute beautiful play. The B2, U2 do come in with the strafing runs onto the infantry. although are having to be are engaged by the ZSU M15 and forced back. Will the Tiger E make it through to those ZSU M15s? There's nothing that stands in its way. I mean, it could go all the way right now. There's absolutely nothing there. Definitely this flag further back, the OB25 is completely out of ammunition. There's a complete flag open for the taking for Bagel Pioneers. We're back to a 16-16. Is this the turning point? The income is definitely with the Bagel Pioneers right now. It looks like they've been able to clear up this northern flag. The Shupos are strong in numbers, and in numbers they are strong right now. And yes, both these northern flags have been taken, and it just doesn't look like Team Nabat have the reserves right now. No infantry coming in to reinforce this northern position, try and take back the area. It definitely looks like Team Bagel Pioneers have broken the back from that northern position, and while they advance in the south, as long as they can contain the centre, they're definitely in with a shot of turning this game completely around now. The Tiger E has stopped in position. Will it push forward to take on the ZSU M15s? And very hesitant attack in the south from this Panzer IV-H and the Ersatz-Trooper, and they're making their way. I guess I'm saying hesitant, they're just very slow because they're making their way through on foot. But the Grenadier DPs are pushing forwards onto the Engineers and the Grenadier. I feel like definitely, yeah, the infantry has been held back and taken out in its reinforcing transports. We do have an IS-2 and a Jumbo coming into this position, so some very strong armour. Team Bagel Pioneers are going to have to find a way to deal with that strong armour, and it looks like the Panther G might be one of the best bets. There's two of them in there. The ME-109, ME-410 is there. Oh, it looks like a Panzer Winningtons is up. Just push the Tiger E through. Push the Tiger E through. And he can get the ZSU kills. They've even identified they're there. I'm not sure why he hasn't pushed that Tiger E through right now. Moving back over into the central and northern sides. Like I said before, this northern side, just look at the number of Shupos into this northern position. So many Shupos. The M4A375 W, his track's broken, but he's still a major threat right now. Sat right behind the building, just trying to hit as much as possible. But finally goes down to the Severbans, Panzerschreck and Panzerfaust. What a fantastic unit that is. Mortify coming in from the 82mm mortars, but I just cannot see Team Nabat making any more ground here. They've got to try and contain any counter-attack more than anything. I don't think they can make any more ground in that northern place. It's just all about containing the counter-attack. IS-2s in the central area, but they're not really in a fantastic job to have much effect on the game right now. You know, pushing them further south, at least they did have a much, you know, more open engagement range. Andrusha attack coming down, I think, onto the SD KFZ-71 and the Flak 48 back here. They're trying to open up the avenue. Oh, there's a Flatvilling as well. Wow, and look at the number of Ju-87 D5s. Did not see that. Ju-87 G1s from Nicholas Frick as well. They're dealing with the tanks. Oof, the Jumbo. And the IS-2 does go down to the G1 finally. And the Jumbo survives, but there's another IS-2 down there as well. Wow. We just caught the back end of that major air offensive, and there's more coming in from Nicholas Flick with this Kurrik deck. The G1 as well as D5s with the ground attack roll. Unbelievable, just amount of air coming in now. The Bofors is in place for Morozic, and slowly will take its toll on these Ju-87 planes, but there's just so many that can the Bofors hold them all off. In comes the strikes onto the IS-2, down it goes. The fighters do come in now from the P3, but it's not quick enough, and the planes have done their damage, and a lot of damage they have done. This southern area is completely and utterly collapsed from Team Nabat. There's one more flag back here, and potentially we could see the spawn completely captured as well. Just this devastating air offensive from Nicholas Frick with the Kurrik 559. And down goes one of the Ju-87D5s. So definitely just look at the anti-air response coming in from Nailbash and Morozic. But the thing is, they've spent a lot of points on anti-air, and rightly so, to contain this, but there's no actual frontline fighting forces right now. If these Panther Gs finally get rid of the Guardia DPs and they push forward, they'll find out there's absolutely no fighting force back here. The Guardia DPs are held back right now by the Tiger, trying to engage with the anti-tank rifle. The ME410 B2U2 coming in and completely pins down all of them. That Tiger should be moving forwards immediately, trying to get the surrenders. The Pioneers may well do it, but a lot of forces have gone down in that southern side. It looks like Team Nabat have managed to break out of the centre town. Could, you know, I would love to see the two IS-2s in this position. You know, move further south, try and cut off the reinforcements coming into this southern attack, or at least, you know, make a dent into this southern approach and come down and hit it from a different angle, because right now that southern flank is completely and utterly collapsed. Back over to the northern side, and it's as I feared. Team Bagel Pioneers pushing back, Team Nabat unable to push forwards, and definitely just trying to contain any further counter-attack. Team Nabat are in real trouble right now. 17-5 for Team Bagel Pioneers. They will win the game in 18 minutes time, but I just feel like there's a disparity of a major disparity of income right now, and it's going to be tough for Team Nabat to deal with this. Panzer G does go down to the IL-237, but there is a number of anti-air units back there, and the IL-2 does get lost in response. A number of Su-76 MPTs. Oh, there's the surrender. There's the surrender. Nailbash has called it a day. The southern side has collapsed. And the Bagel Pioneers, congratulations. They do win the bronze matchup. They do pick up the third place position. And I feel like a fantastic game. A fantastic game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. I definitely did. It was fantastic to watch. I really enjoyed that one. Congratulations to the Bagel Pioneers. They do pick up the third place in this 3v3 tournament, and great result from their team. Let's have a quick look at the team stats. Morozic trades equally, Nailbash trades equally, and Vartanen trades equally. Actually, Nilla did lose about 1,000 worth of points. The Graham Slam trades equally, and Nicholas Frick trades fairly equally. So very tight match, and we saw that at the point that the surrenders came in. It was what, 18-15 or 17-15. There was only like one flag in it at that point, but I think over time, over the next half an hour, the Bagel Pioneers, they had 200 points a minute extra, and it was going to start to really hurt Team Nabat. So they called the surrender at the right time. I don't think there was any way of getting back into it, but definitely they should not be disheartened with the performance they put in. Fantastic game. I really enjoyed it. And wow, look at this M7 HMC, the amount of counter battery kills that one got. Fantastic play. Absolutely beautiful. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it too.